Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Going play action, May. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's on the move. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Here we go.
Trying to throw for it with May. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
To the air on 1st down, May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Get on.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Tagovailoa on first down. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
44. Ready. Got.
Tua now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. They now on third down. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Katie York now on for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
Kate, if we weren't dealing with a little bit of wind out there, I'm not sure that kick has enough steam to make it. In track, they call that wind aided. In football, they call it 3 points.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Ready. Out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down. First down. Here's Tua. Continuing to move past the 45. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
It's safe. Go ahead. Out.
Running with A.J. and out of the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after what looks like a yard gain. Milton Williams making the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, ready. Ready, shot.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense set for a first and 10.
Go ahead.
Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured,
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
oh, first and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Trying again following the sack. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. We'll see if they go for it here. Fourth down near the end zone. And he's brought down for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they...
And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
That's grabbed at the 10. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Completes this one to Hill. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running back sent in motion. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Achane reels it in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Here's Tua again. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And the Patriots are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
May on first and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Katie York now on for the field goal. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Groupie sends it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now is York to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. First and 10.
Get set. Ready, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Scooped up by the Patriots! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
On play action, here's May. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get it positioned to swat it away. That is well done.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Drop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. A 27-yard look here. Groupie sends it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Now is York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
They're right here.
Tua looking to throw. That's brought in by Westbrook-Akine. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Getting out to his left. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Funny TX. Set.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Caught by Westbrook-Akine. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Not 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. It's complete to Hunter Henry. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Another try following the sack. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kader Kohu.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Able to find Achane. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Get set. Hey, out.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Now One intended for Jalen Waddle. So they're left facing 3rd and long. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
44, ready.
They've got a man in motion.
Ready, set.
He'll throw it. He's looking deep once again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Patriots do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now is York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
A-Chain on the inside give. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Stephon Gilmore stopping that play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Back to throw, Tua. It is Cup left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yeah, ready.
First down. Here's Tua. This one's taken in by Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Time on 3, kick. Go ahead. Set.
Now Tua to throw. Near the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game up. Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Digs there to bring it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
To the air on 1st down, May. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Back to the air. It's May. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Blown back, it's the handoff. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Really Gay there on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Back to the well again. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there, it's 4th and 1. Continuing to dig, he's inside the 25. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
And he doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Groupie sends it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Let's give him some credit. He's done his best to 3 them to death in this game, Kate. And he's continuing that effort here in the 2nd half, as his 4th field goal of the game gives them a slim lead.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ahead.
A-Chain running to the right. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Tua now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's brought in by Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. Caught by Westbrook-Akine. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Go ahead.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, get set.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
21G, 21G.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Step. Whoa. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's on the move. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down. Jason Sanders
So that-
on for the field goal.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On play action, here's May. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Looking. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Call it a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd down, and that unlucky 13.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Complete beyond the marker. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Option play headed right on 1st and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. You're good on the point after. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Now is York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Play.
Throwing from the gun here. Completes this one to Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Tagovailoa back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Pass it down close. Touchdown, Miami. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins bring it back to even. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now May coming off that pick. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. May now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Demario Douglas. So that brings up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Flush down now to his left. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. To the air yet again, May. Diggs there to bring it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
They're right here.
Here's A-Chain running right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. Looking right, and he finds it. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.